Dawn of a Legacy, sponsored by Bank of Zachary and Lane Regional Medical Center.
Welcome to Friday Nights in Louisiana, where football is more than just a sport, more than a passion, it's life. Competition is fierce.
The high school football from Louisiana means everything.
The talent pool is deep.
Week in and week out, you're seeing some really special players.
We're worried about the next 4 quarters times 12 minutes.
And high school seniors commit to major programs around the country. But first, they have to make it through a gauntlet of district play where giants collide and futures are made.
Hey! Give me 2 guns in the third, man, what? Man, what?
Take a journey with us through South Louisiana, leading into a district showdown of heavyweights. In one corner, Rickie Collins and the Woodlawn Panthers. The other, Eli Holstein and the 5A defending state champion Zachary Broncos. This is Dawn of a Legacy. For years, the landscape of high school football in Louisiana is fertile with top talent at every position except quarterback.
Good with your feet, good. Again.
Before Walker Howard in 2021, you have to go back to Dak Prescott in the class of 2011. Until this year, the senior class is dripping with elite talent.
To have 3 guys who are ranked as top 15 quarterbacks in the state at one time is something we haven't seen in the modern era of recruiting. This is a first.
Meet the 2 friends, Rickie Collins and Eli Holstein. It hadn't always been that way.
I will say at first we did not like each other at all. There was a lot of rivalry in between us, you know, who's the better quarterback and everything like that.
Me and Eli has had strange and funny history with each other.
I feel like once we got to Elite 11, you know, 2 Louisiana, Baton Rouge dudes and LA, you know, we kind of just had to gravitate towards each other.
Going into this summer, there was still, you know, talks of who's the best. I mean, who's the best quarterback in this area? But I've seen those guys take that and really flip the script on it after being around each other and having a chance, like you said, go to Elite 11 and being with each other and competing with other quarterbacks across the nation. And them 2 guys being from right here, I think they, you know, found that bond to be able to say, I know we're on different teams. I know we compete against each other. I know we play the same position, but hey, we are both from the same area, and we both really trying to battle to put Baton Rouge and, you know, on the map for the quarterback go.
We're gonna be playing against each other every year probably after this, so I mean, I guess we just starting the rivalry early.
We realized, you know, what we're gonna be able to do for our high schools, and you know, we're gonna be able to play each other in college football. It's gonna be a dream come true for both of us, and we're gonna have a lot of fun doing that.
Just the Gunners, just the Gunner.
Marcus Randall is Louisiana high school football, right? I mean, he played here in high school. He went here for college. He stayed here after to coach high school kids.
One of the things that coming back to coaching that I always wanted to do it was produce high quality quarterbacks. Get there, bang, right there. That's what I'm talking about, right there. Good. Okay, I like that.
Coach Randall has been a
come on, out there, bang, right there. Get it up, here we go.
Complete blessing. I couldn't ask for nobody better to take me and help me through this process.
Watch him. Good. And I can get out of there. Good.
He's taught me and pretty much got me to where I am. I mean, all my fundamentals.
Boom, hands back. Stick it on.
I mean, getting me stronger, getting me more confidence in learning the game. He played at the highest levels of football. He played in the NFL. He played at LSU. Bluegrass Miracle. He did all the things that you would dream to do. So he's been giving me all the knowledge and advice that any quarterback could ask for or want.
He's going to be the first one here. He's going to be the last one to leave. He's going to always come up and get extra reps, whether it's in the weight room or whether it's in the classroom, whether it's on the football field. So, and that's what you want to see out your leaders, and that's what you want to see out the guys who you're going to have leading your squad.
When I think of Rickie Collins, I think of a leader.
Man, what's wrong with him, coach?
What's wrong with him?
Man, the wrong with his pride hurt. He hurt.
I've talked to a lot of coaches around the industry who played a role in recruiting Rickie, and they talk about the things off the field that stand out as much as what he does in between the white lines and what he can do for you in the locker room, what he can do to lead you around the community. I think he's sort of got everything in terms of the total package of what Woodlawn is looking for in a quarterback, and it's no surprise, right, that a kid like that is succeeding as a quarterback when he's being coached up by a guy who's done it in Marcus Randall.
And every time we got an opportunity to get out here to the field, we got to get it.
Go.
I'm loving the process of it. You know, I'm still learning as a coach as well, trying to get him to get to higher ceilings.
Back squeeze. Bang.
I mean, I know we said it coming in that we wanted to be the top in the country, and now we're there. Now you got to find different ways to keep growing as a quarterback, and now I got to, keep raising that ceiling for him.
Eli Holstein was born to be a quarterback.
Eli is one of those guys that he's got all the intangible stuff.
He tests out in the highest percentage of anyone. So if you want to talk about athletic pound-to-pound quarterbacks, Eli Holstein's name sits atop the list.
The way his mind works as far as football is concerned is impressive to watch, but then he's 6'3" and 230 as well. He loves ball, man. That's the biggest thing I can say about him is he is constantly trying to figure out ways to get better.
He sets himself apart with his athleticism, and that's what you've seen. You've seen his game grow, whether it's deep balls downfield, whether it's going through his progressions, but what he can really do for Zachary at times, especially at the high school levels, take off and run.
Kenny, go quarterback draw.
He certainly is a student of the game. He studies it relentlessly. It is nothing for me 3 or 4 times a week to see him during lunchtime sitting in our coordinator's office.
We get to that progression. I mean, we're protecting pretty good up front.
Watching film together. They're going over coverages on the board.
If he's going outside, fine.
He's so thirsty for knowledge as far as the game is concerned.
If he gets underneath him, he can still just keep climbing.
During his junior season, Holstein completed 65% of his passes for 3,228 yards and 30 touchdowns while leading the Zachary Broncos to a 15-0 record and a Louisiana Class 5A state title.
Undefeated! 15-0, first team out, 3 down in history.
He's got a little bit of everything in his game, and I think that's what's worked for Zachary, right? Like, they're a very good high school program. You put a kid like Eli back there at quarterback, and you're going to win a lot of games, and they did just that a year ago.
While Holstein had a dynamic junior season, including championships, awards, and accolades, there was something missing for the Alabama commit.
A little upset that I didn't get it last year. I was kind of mad at myself for that.
Not getting enough votes to be the captain.
And then this year, when I got it, I was overcome with joy. I was beyond happy that that they felt like I was a captain and a leader on this team. That means more than any offensive MVP, state MVP, anything that I can get.
Obviously, there's something on the inside of you that your teammates felt the need to vote you in as one of our captains. I need you to understand, once those votes took place, you are looked at differently now on this team. This is the way it is. That's part of the pressure about being a captain. Everyone watches what you do all the time, whether you're in the classroom, whether you're walking around in the community, whether you're on the field, whether you're in warm-ups before game. Like, it's just different.
Watch the right tackle. All right, bam. All right, head down, bad blocking line. Cheat inside for this guy, block him in. All right, quarterbacks, now y'all be reading this guy.
Rickie is a student of the game, but he's kept to an even higher standard inside the classroom.
We'll get into some innocent until proven guilty, but also needing to take.
I have a mom that will pull me out of football no matter how many offers, no matter what school I'm going to.
Yeah, I used to have to stay on Rickie about his grades. He had a teacher to send me a picture. Rickie was asleep. His head was on the back, his head was on the person's desk behind him. He was knocked out. And I'm like, what are you doing? You had to see in the class. We had it out.
Miss Precious isn't playing around with Rickie on the grade front. And Rickie is a clear leader everywhere that he is, whether that's back there in the locker room, in the football field, or whether he's in class. He, of his choice, sits front and center in this class.
I had to stay on him about grades up until 8th grade, and the switch just flipped.
Football is a family gathering for the Holsteins. Eli's dad, Scott, played at LSU. His brother, Caleb, is a student at LSU. And his mom, Amy, always reminds him that football is a privilege.
My mom is hard on me with academics. If I don't have straight A's, then it's a problem. B's, if I got a B, I'm a B without a phone, is the way I put it.
He's a 4.0 student. He's never made a B since he's been on our campus as an incoming freshman.
I have a 4.0 throughout the entire high school career. That's something I want to do. Hopefully I'm in that situation this year.
Family especially his mom, Precious, has supported Rickie along his journey.
Thursdays are pre-game. We in pre-game mode. The day before the game, Rickie comes in. Sometimes they go eat at Mason's, or sometimes we'll just kind of fix something here. But normally Rickie likes pizza the day before the game.
That's just something that we always have done. The type of friend group that you don't have to always go out to parties, or we rarely go out to parties. I mean, we don't go out like that, but I mean, we are, like I said, like family. We're more brothers than friends. I mean, we feel as if quality time is better than just going, playing around and being outside, if you could say that. I mean, we would rather must stay inside, joking, laugh, and play with each other.
You want me like you ain't got that big.
Boy, D1 gonna get to play bigger than we had.
My family is a big factor in my life. I mean, I'm a family guy. I mean, without my family, I think I wouldn't be where I am today. And it's the same way for the guys at the school. I mean, they call my mom their mom. They call my grandfather Pops. They call my grandmother Momo. Like, so it's just, everyone's like a big family. I mean, what's mine is theirs, and same and vice versa.
For the most part, it's team bonding, then Rickie. Just kind of locking in, getting ready for the game. And after that, he goes in his room. He's Kevin Gates, really, really loud with the door closed. Or his cousin started rapping, so it's him really loud with the door closed. He doesn't want anybody. His little brother's always trying to go in there, so he's like, get out. So getting his bag packed, and that's just, yes. He has a big water bottle that he keeps refilling, so he's hydrating all night. But yeah, so it's door closed, loud music, getting ready for the game.
Little soreness running for your life last week?
I like to use it for injury prevention. Even if it's like a nick in the neck and a bruise, I mean, I know he can get it out, or he can work it out and prevent it from lingering or getting more serious than what it is.
So this is just basically ballistic wave therapy, and so it helps recover the muscles.
I mean, ultimately it makes me feel better for the next day, has me ready to go.
This is Porch and Parish, the podcast. Coach Brew is in his 10th year as the Zachary High School Athletic Director and Broncos head coach. Also joining us in the booth is the Eli Holstein. There is no other Eli in Zachary. Eli, what's your motto or mantra this season?
Going 15-0, winning state, you know, all the awards that I won, you know, especially, you know, that our team won, is just the exact opposite of what you want, you know, leading into this season. You know, you want to, you know, have some motivation for the team. You know, we need to be able to motivate each other, motivate ourselves so we can win another state championship.
Yeah.
You that 5-year-old kid, 9-year-old kid, all you do is watching Tyrann Matthew videos before your Little League games, and then now you can probably go to one of those schools. It's just in all moment.
He surprised a lot of people when he committed to Purdue, and he stayed true to that commitment for a long time, but over time his options grew, and I think that LSU's push for him was constant.
On August 1st of 2022, Rickie made it official. He was decommitting from the Boilermakers.
A lot of decisions, a lot of relationships.
The hometown team never quit pursuing.
Coach Sloan don't give up. He's not a give up kind of guy. Like, he's like, Miss Precious, what's going on? What's going on? Like, let me know what's going on. Y'all got me anxious. So Rickie, like, calm down, coach.
We heard it. LSU was around the country recruiting all these quarterbacks, but Joe Sloan and the LSU staff never stopped recruiting Rickie despite being committed to Purdue.
Rickie, reconsider. Go Tigers.
Just to stay home. Just you play in front of your peers, your supporters.
LSU is absolutely best case scenario.
Your family is the biggest thing. You can run out to Death Valley and you can look up and, oh, there come my mama. Touchdown! It's just something about my mama scream. I can always hear it. No matter how many people in the stand, I'm always hear her.
The recruiting process, it was something that I didn't enjoy. too much. Maybe I should have enjoyed it a little bit more because I'm just wanted to get it done, wanted to worry about going 15-0 and winning state, and that's what we did last year. You know, the goal is to go 14-0 and win state this year.
That, in some situations, you may be looking at some problems for this kid's senior year, right? He's grounded enough to look at his future and what he feels like he needs to do in order to achieve the best that he can be. And he understands the hatred of LSU fans in Baton Rouge towards Alabama. So he never wanted it to be a deal where he was putting it in the face of the Tiger fans. I mean, hell, his dad played for LSU. His dad was a captain at LSU, right? So he grew up loving the purple and gold. You know, maybe that was the situation that was best for him, or what he and his family thought was best for him.
Eli understands the talent in the state and what it means to play for such a prideful community.
It's been a dream come true. And ever since I was little, all you want to do is play high school football, play on Friday nights and everything. And to be able to do it for Zachary, with this coaching staff and with this team, has meant a lot.
The relationship that the team and the community have together is very special to me. The Z that's on their helmets, it means a lot to our guys. It means a lot to play for our community and try to make our community proud with what we're doing.
I still feel like it was yesterday that Brewerton took the job at Zachary, and even then you knew it was going to be a difference maker. He was one of the best coaches in Louisiana at the time. He was considered that next fast riser that, no matter where he was putting together really quality football teams.
This place for many, many, many years was built on a blue-collar, hard-nosed work ethic and tough people and tough kids, and so I think that that's still here. We just need to go in there and try to pull that out of them a little bit.
Are we going to play physical or not? I told you, execute. The physicality has to be there.
You know, when he had started addressing the players that day and started talking about toughness and physicality and the style of play, you could just feel that something was going to happen. You could just feel that he grabbed that room with his style of play. And in year one, man, it turned around. They immediately started bringing that type of that style of play.
It's rare to see kind of Baton Rouge get put onto the map, and I think Coach Brewerton and Zachary have done a huge job towards making that happen and putting it up there, even above the U-Highs and Catholics of, hey, we're out there competing as well every year for a state championship, and we're turning out guys who are playing high-level football, that are running track at LSU, whatever it might be. So, yeah, I think the stamp Brewerton has left already on Zachary and continues to make on Zachary is one that's going to keep that program pretty stable for a long time.
Championship program, they've always been doing it at the highest level and been doing it the best for a pretty long time now.
Since Coach Brewerton been over there, that's what they've been seeing. I think he's been there, 8 years, and they've been to the Dome 5 of those 8 years already.
Winning. I mean, they are winning this program. They gonna do all the right things right all the time.
Work through it, let's go. Game tempo, let's go. Game tempo, let's go. Lock it out, lock it out. That's it, good. Punch it out, punch it out.
This year, I don't look at it like a David Goliath game. I look at it as two heavyweight champions.
Both teams to come out playing hard. I know a lot of these guys know each other. A lot of these guys going to be playing against each other on the next level. Some of them going to be playing with each other.
To see a game like this get onto ESPN where everybody out there is used to watching IMG or the California teams or whatever, teams across the Northeast that are kind of prep boarding schools that play a lot of high-profile games, you're going down to Baton Rouge to put Woodlawn Zachary on ESPN.
Go around, it's California football, it's Florida football. I'm like, yeah, the IMG gets those dudes from Louisiana.
It's good for Louisiana football that we get to have that platform to showcase two of the best teams in the city for sure, but a lot of the best guys the state has to offer. It all starts on the ground level in high school. I think that's what makes Louisiana high school football so special.
Let's go. I know what it's about. All night, baby.
Over, good.
I'm almost like I'm about to do it. I'm that excited. I'm like, damn,
Everybody wants to make it, a big Alabama versus LSU thing, but it is definitely not Eli versus Rickie. It's Woodlawn versus Zachary.
It's going to be a great one out there. I'm looking for a great atmosphere. Buzz has been up for weeks and weeks now, and I think our guys are ready to get it on. You about to get a star-studded game from start to finish.
Hey, y'all got a chance to go and do something big right here, man. Let it all loose. Hey, baby, it's a fun atmosphere out there, man. Have a lot of fun right here. Have a lot of fun right here. I need you to enjoy this one. Enjoy. Let's go.
We glad to be here. District starting, man. Really kind of the second part of our season, second half of it, and we ready to roll. All our guys been hyped up about it. I think some of them been looking past some of the other games, looking for this game.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome in the ESPN broadcast.
Marcus Ringendal, Rickie Collins, Woodlawn in the spotlight on ESPNU, hosting defending 5A champ Zachary in their 4-5A district opener. Collins, the pass to Jamarcus Sewell, and a quick 6-0 lead for the home team. But Zachary wouldn't stand for it. By the second quarter, they're starting to steamroll.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to fight to 0-0 on the clock.
Cameron Thomas gets the handoff, sheds a defender. He is gone. 70 yards for this score. Holstein finding Tyson George right there in the middle. He makes a cut, gets into the end zone. Didn't make much difference in this one, though. Zachary rolls over Woodlawn. 33-6 was your final score. Here's the head coach's evaluation of what went down.
I thought we played our best half of football the first half. I mean, obviously we still wasn't winning, but we had, I didn't turn the ball over. We moved the ball up and down the field. Penalties kind of hurt us. Every drive that we pretty much had, it was mainly penalty. They never really stopped us.
This is probably the best game we done played of football. We got limit penalties. I mean, they ultimately kill any team. We just got to get better. We progressing, so to say the score doesn't show what the game was.
Our offensive and defensive lines in the second half really took over the football game, and if you're going to make deep playoff runs, that's what you got to be able to do.
Plays were there to make. We finally executed in the second half, did what we need to do, made key blocks, key catches, and made key reads that opened up the offense in the second half.
Away from ESPN, the lights, all the build up to this game, you get a district win, right?
Yeah, that's huge. And I told them that's the first thing I said before we came out. That began the pregame speech was, listen, all this stuff is great. It really is. But the most important thing is there's a district title that we want to win, and we got to go get this one done in order to give ourselves a chance to do that. So certainly proud of our guys for that.
Dawn of a Legacy, sponsored by Bank of Zachary and Lane Regional Medical Center.